Hello, everybody. Welcome to my review of Walking Dead. This is for season 10, the mid-season premiere, episode 9, titled Squeeze. Now, I was heavily anticipating this episode ever since that massive, almost, little cliffhanger, kinda, at the end of the first half. Now, yes, it shouldn't have happened. Yes, Carol was not thinking. We'll chalk it up to emotions and stress and not thinking. Maybe not. For someone so calculated, even after losing when she lost Sophia, she wasn't this type of person. That kind of woke up the dragon, so to speak. But all through everything, Terminus, the governor, saviors, just so calculated and methodical, and Terminus, the hunters, all that. Now to fall into a blatant trap. I mean, she just lost so much. Sophia, Henry, his name Ben. Yeah, Ben. Sorry. Anyway, Ben, and it's just Lizzie, Mika. That whole situation scarred her a lot as well. So she's been through a lot, and I guess this last one was the straw that broke the camel's back. She thought she was gonna have happiness, everything was gonna be normal, and then boom, Alpha just kills him. So we'll have to see how that's going to affect moving forward. But, they worked together. They got out of there successfully, with the exception of Connie and Magna. I'm hoping it doesn't look too great, but I'm hoping that they get out okay and safe. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the case. It probably going to lose one of them. Probably, unfortunately, going to be Connie. I'm just feeling it. Somebody close to Daryl. I really don't know how to predict that. I really don't know if either one of them is going to make it, if they're both going to make it, one makes it, one doesn't, neither one makes it. I really don't know. I thought the cave scenes were really cool and really played to that claustrophobic effect. I'm not claustrophobic, but I'm also not a huge fan of extremely tight and close spaces, so that I felt that was really well done. The whole scene was, all the scenes in the cave were fabulous. Carol looking up and screaming at Alpha, that was, the obvious reaction. Alpha just walking out like they don't get to leave. Like, make sure they don't leave. So we had all the stuff in the cave, hopscotching over the walkers to find a way out, because obviously the walkers had to get there. They didn't just push them off the edge, because that was a pretty big drop. Most of them probably would have been impaled on a rock or died, so they had to have hurled them in there safely somehow, and as well as gotten themselves out. So there's that, and then they're shimmying and they're shifting through tight spaces. Jerry's having a hard time. Carol's claustrophobic. Everybody's blaming her for everything, which is understandable. You know, I can't blame her for being upset, but gotta play smart. You know, excuse me, sorry, they, they gotta play it smarter than that. They gotta. But the fighting scene in the cave with the whispers coming at them was just haunting, scary. You know which way they were coming from. I'll get to the alpha stuff later. Then we have Jerry almost doesn't make it. It looks like he's a goner. He takes his armor off and shifts through with them basically gnawing at his feet. I mean, there was a little bit of blood. I think for the amount of blood that was on there, for that amount to have come out of him, he would have had to have like been screaming in pain. I think Jerry is the type of person who would like let people know, like, hey, you got me. Like I don't think he would just let himself turn, like, not tell anybody. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the side that he's okay, but there's maybe that like 2%, slight 2% of doubt. We'll see. Um, I think, and they make it out eventually. They had to dig their way out. You know, Kelly is peeping head out the hole like a Diglett. Sorry, I saw that meme. Can't unsee it. And they need to keep digging, but carefully so they don't implode the cave, which ends up happening. Jerry has to just support the whole thing, like carrying the world on his shoulders. Connie and Magna go off and fight, and basically force Jerry to leave, and they're caught in the collapse, or they get out. We don't know. That's the cliffhanger. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's hold on.